once again, welcome back to Civilistan, your self-preparation guide. In this video, we will see about the Citizenship Amendment Bill and why people are protesting against it. This is the hottest topic which is happening in the country, and it is so hot that the whole of Northeast, especially the state like Assam, is burning because of it. And let's see what it is in detail. The Citizenship Act of 1955 was amended yesterday, and the bill was passed in both the houses of the parliament, and it is waiting for the assent of the president to become the most important amendment that happened after the independence in the Citizenship Act. And this act has got many negative comments, and so many people are protesting against it, including the politicians. Politicians do it for their whims and fancies, but people enter the roads and fight against this law because they don't want so many to be admitted as citizens just because they belong to a particular religion, and they are so much afraid that their rights and their so-called rights will be at stake because of those immigrants. And let's see about all this in detail. This is the current scene, like people with the placards everywhere, and the protest fires, lathi charge. That is what happening in the northeast, especially. People call it, this is against the secular ideal of the country. This all together makes our country, right? You can't say this only one particular thing makes our country. Our freedom fighters fought for this country to be a secular nation, and no other country in this world is as diverse as our country. And to become a citizen of this great nation, if a criteria was based on just a religion, that becomes a matter of question. And that's why people come with this. We oppose the Citizenship Amendment Bill, and in this video we will see why they are against it, and why there is so much protest against this, and what makes them feel like to give citizenship to some other people who are immigrant from a different country, and why they are so concerned about it. See, this is what the actual amendment is. The Citizenship Bill proposes to grant citizenship to non-Muslim Hindus. The word to be underlined is non-Muslims. And here, the people who will get the citizenship will be Hindus, Sikhs, Christians, Buddhists, Jains, and Parsis from Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Bangladesh who arrived in India before 31st, 2014, which is just 5 years earlier from now. And earlier the condition was totally different. And as per the citizenship bill, any illegal immigrant from Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Bangladesh who belongs to these said communities will not be deported or imprisoned if they are not carrying any valid documents for their residency in India. If you are currently following the details, or if you're currently following the news, you could have heard about a total village set up by the Bangladeshi immigrants in the suburbs of Bangalore, where they stayed for almost 20 years without any documents. And if this comes into place, they will not be deported or imprisoned, and they will all become your fellow citizens. And earlier, the duration of the immigrant's residency was 11 years. That is, you have to stay in this country for 11 continuous years without creating any public nuisance or any case registered on you. And the bill has reduced it to 5 years. This means that the immigrants from three countries mentioned, that is Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Bangladesh, who have entered before 31st 2014 would not be treated as illegal immigrants, and they can apply for the citizenship and become the fellow Indians. Dot. The main problem is for these fellow brothers who are in the northeast. And why it is so? Because hope you all know about the 1971 East Pakistan getting converted into Bangladesh. And even before that, there was a large influx of Bangladeshi Hindus. There was some issues. There were large religious repercussions in Bangladesh, and Bangladeshi Hindus were forced to move to India, and they all moved here to this part called Assam. and the valleys of Assam, and you can find so many Bengali Hindus there, more than the native Assamese. And the problem is, after 1971, during the 1971 war, the influx got more, and even the Muslims, fearing the government or the war, they moved in here, they settled there, and they are still there. And the same is with Tripura and Mizoram also. And almost all these states are equally affected by the influx of illegal immigrants. Note the term, that's illegal immigrants. And they are at protest just because of the fear that those illegal immigrants will become the citizens of the country and get their rights. And when there is so much unemployment and all the other steps going on in the economy and the society of a country, a new influx or new brand of citizens coming up, and definitely they will be loyal to the party which voted for them, which made them the citizens. And this can be political, this can be political. And to safeguard these states from any of such things, the constitution has already given some special parts to these states, that is called the sixth schedule. And this provision is for the tribal areas of the states of Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, and Mizoram. And it is for the tribal areas, remember that. And these tribal areas are excluded from this citizenship amendment bill, and not the urban areas. And you should have a differentiation, like urban areas will be more, and whoever comes to a country as an immigrant will definitely try to be in an urban area, so as to, so that he can find a job and feed him and his family, right? So this is of very less use in order to stop them. And though this provision covers refugees from three nations, the people in the northeast fear that it will primarily benefit the illegal Bengali Hindus who are in large numbers there. And there was this NRC process which was concluded recently, and I hope you guys know about it. NRC is National Register for Citizens, and this process was done extensively in Assam in order to find the illegal immigrants and then discard them separately and then probably deport them. And right now, and this was done with so much of spending, and people stood in the queues to prove that they are the citizens of the country and that state and they are residing there. And in spite of so much effort, so much money, so much taxpayers money put in, now you come with a different law stating who are all illegal immigrants but belonging to, who are all immigrants but belonging to this particular religion will become the citizens. The whole fate of this NRC process is at stake, and it's all our hard earned money. Yeah, that's also a promise made in the Assam Accords. Assam Accords, hope you guys know that there was a promise given by the country president, sorry, the country's prime minister, to the Assam then in 1981 or 84, I guess, and to take back or to send back all those illegal immigrants back to the Bangladesh, and the process is still happening. And meanwhile, there is an amendment to make them Indians. The Assamese fear that if Bengali Hindus and Bengali Muslims join hand in the valley, and Bangla speakers will easily outnumber Assamese. Think in your state, if someone else speaking a different language is more than the actual inhabitants, what kind of fear that could set up in the minds of the natives. That is what happening there. And it already happened in Tripura, where Bengali Hindu immigrants from East Bengal, that is the present day Bangladesh, now dominate political power, pushing the original tribals to the margins. This is actually happening right there. And once you get back into the history in more detail, you can understand what happened there actually. And we are Indians and we always welcome all the immigrants. Let's not call them immigrants, all those people. There is space for everyone in this country, and we welcome everyone who is in desperate need and we accommodate them. And we are such a great country wherein all this coexist. And just marking one out of the equation and then giving equal preference to the others is the question mark out here. And the word secular is equal to India in the world arena. And if this is implemented, that equation might be at stake. And that is my view on this. Please post your views and your suggestions in the comment section. If you like this video, share it with your friends and give us a thumbs up. And we'll meet you in another video. Until then, bye. Thank you. Hope CAB saves all.